Good morning, everybody. Today we are back on these two suckers right here. You can see these two sides both still need work. These sides are looking pretty fresh. Still see, yeah, you can see a scratch right in there. There we go. Yeah, you guys can still see there's some scratches. I still need to get out, but that's okay. I just got in an order of sanding paper. And I'm really happy about it. Like, I picked up, for the first time, I picked up micron sandpaper, which, in case you were wondering, starts off at about a 1,200 grit, goes to a 4,000 grit, to a 6,000 grit, all the way up to about 8,000 grit. That's a lot of grit, you guys. That is extremely polished when you get it all the way up there. I'm gonna kick today off with the kitchen knife because the knife, this one is for a guy that I know and he and I have talked about it. He's told me to take my time. I've got other clients that I have to attend to. He's a friend, so he's understanding. Where this one is a paying customer. I wanna get it done and get it out to the customer as quickly as I can. So I spent most of the day so far working on the kitchen knife. I'm about to drill the hole for the handle and then I'll heat treat it. I'm about to burp. There it was right there. It did not feel good. That was a hot sauce burp. Hot sauce burps hurt. I'm a little frustrated right now. If you'll notice, I'm no longer wearing my vest and my cowboy hat is nowhere to be found right now because they are currently out in the yard. So, working on this knife, I was working on the heat treat, which is where you heat it up and quench it in oil, and you're not gonna be able to see it because I've got a lot of it out. But when I brought it out of the oil, this knife had just a ton of waves in it. And it's very frustrating. You can see those black spots on the edge. Those are where the waves were. You can see because they mirror each other on the different sides. And it's not good. Basically, in order to fix this, I'm gonna have to grind this even shorter and with less width than I originally intended. And I'm not really happy about that at all. Right over there, you have my vest. And over on that side, you've got my cowboy hat. I was not in a good mood after, I'm trying to zoom out now. I was not in a good mood after that warping happened. So I may have just started taking things off and throwing them as far as I could. The hat made it pretty far. It threw like a frisbee actually. This hat's sitting weird now. I'm gonna have to fix it again. All right, so with that mistake, you guys, this knife is not going to work for the client, which means that I am having to start all over. You gotta pick yourself back up by your bootstraps and try again. Trying to learn from the mistakes that I made last time. I'm not really entirely sure. I think I got it a little bit too thin. And if you get it too thin, the shock of that heat change can warp it. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Hopefully we're not gonna go as thin this time. Let's get it right. Let's get it done. My mom just got in, but the first knife that I was working on earlier, like I said, it warped right here along the edge, and it's not the size that I need for the customer that ordered it, which meant that I had to restart completely and start a new one. And this one, these bevels are not moving the way I want them to. You can see they're uneven. This one's just hideous. It's not going in right. I have no idea what's going wrong, you guys. That's the frustrating part for me. You know, I'm doing the exact same grind as I did on this one, which this one turned out perfectly. This is exactly how I want this one to look. But for some reason, doing it on this size of a piece out of this steel, I don't know what it is. It's just not going at all. I don't know what the problem is. Like part of it, you know, like I said, this bevel's uneven right here, as well as I'm trying to work it all the way up so that this comes all the way up to here, which is called a full grind, and it's not walking up at all. I can't get it to move up. It's just cutting on this edge, which is making this edge too thin, which is what caused the other one to warp. It's what caused the problem with the other one to begin with. So when it gets too thin this way, that means I have to take this and grind this, which cuts down the width of the blade, so it gets shorter and shorter and shorter every time I have to do this, which means that this knife keeps getting shorter and shorter, and that's not what I want. I want a 2-inch piece, and I'm pretty sure at this point that I'm below 2 inches already. I'm right under 2 inches. And the customer wanted 2 inches thick. And you guys wanna know what just tops this day off? I just dropped this camera and I cracked my screen. I've gotten some good work done on the new kitchen knife that I had to restart. Unfortunately, I just ruined the other one that I've been working on, the one for a friend of mine, and it's been a really rough day today, you guys. It's been bad. But here's the thing, you guys, about having a rough day in the shop or a rough day in general. Sometimes you just gotta push through it. At the end of the day today, I ruined 2 knives. However, I was able to convert one of those into another knife. I'll show you guys that tomorrow. It's currently glued up with a handle on it. So that one's got a new look to it now. And then as well, I've started if I don't bite my lip, I've started the other 2 knives again, and we're gonna get it right this time. I'm not gonna mess it up. I am not gonna mess it up. But it's been a long day. It's been a rough day. So I'm gonna clock off, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, give it a share if you felt like it deserved it. I'm fond of all of your faces, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't worry, the camera works. It's just got a crack right up here at the screen that I look at myself in, and it's annoying because I have to look at it constantly.